All right, Shalom Akim. First and foremost, we want to give our praises to
Yahweh,
Yahweh,
Ba'ashem,
Yahushua,
Yahushua.
Wahai, Rakak, Wadash. Double honors to our elders, the apostles of Great Millstone, and honors to you brothers who are out there doing the work in sincerity and in truth. All right, this lesson is entitled Animosity. And what this is going to get on is pretty much, if you're a brother in this faith, you're going to be with other men in this faith with you. Like Matthew chapter 20 say, the kingdom of heaven is unlike to a man who hired laborers to his vineyard. That man is Yahushua, and those laborers, that's us. So and that vineyard represents the nation of Israel. So you're gonna have fellow laborers, man. You know? And you can't have animosity towards another brother, you know, just hidden or, you know, when it comes to animosity, you see that shit come out in all types of different ways. It'll be a guy who just all of a sudden on the highways or on a sit down, all because you have been a true 70 years don't mean you better than the next man. And everybody's kind of looking like, where'd that come from? Who was teaching Shalom? Who was teaching that they were better than somebody? Like, where'd that come from? Oh, all because you over somebody don't mean you gotta watch them, tell them what to do. All that, and like, okay, where is all this coming from? Or you'll look at the next man and you'll know the shots are getting thrown or different stuff like that. No, that is not what this thing is about. Having a hidden hatred, hanging on to it, and different stuff like that. That's a quick way for Satan to ease in on you and take what you holding on to and use it to his advantage. That's how Satan gets the advantage over you, because now you're getting in a carnal spirit, and that's not something that you need to do. That's not something that the Lord is dealing with. Us brothers, hey, we in this thing together, all right? We in it together, and we here, man, and we doing the work. And all in all, we're trying to get to the kingdom of heaven. Okay? And we're teaching one doctrine together. Okay?
1 John chapter 4, verse 20. If a man say, I love the Most High, and hateth his brother, he is a liar. For he that loveth not his brother, whom he have seen, how can he love the Most High, whom he have not seen?
Exactly. So, if you saying you love the Lord, because everybody will say that. That's why even in the book of Isaiah, it tells you that these people, they praise me with their lips, but their heart is far from me. You know, animosity, Jake try to one-up you, all this other stuff that be going on, man. That's not what this thing is about, man. What we're doing right now, this is righteousness versus wickedness. All right? This is the Lord bringing his men back to teach the truth and be an example, man. Fulfill his will. Not look at this brother and be like, man, why this brother always, you know, this brother make more money than me and shit. He just be blowing his money on alcohol. Like, man, what are you doing right now? the way that you evaluate a man is he on time for camp? Does he do the videos? Is he paying his tights? Is he doing any of this stuff? Okay? Now, if he's doing everything that he got to do, so what he spends money on? This brother don't do that. I'm just using it as an example. But so what? That's what he chooses to do in his spare time or in his leisure. You know? But so what? That's what he chooses to do in his leisure. You know? And that needs to be understood. Like, hey, this thing ain't personal. This is not our program. All right? There's order set up. Don't get mad at men who are over you. You know what I'm saying? When certain things happen. Don't get all in your feelings, you know? All that animosity, because that's what it builds up to. It builds up to a hidden animosity. And next thing you know, you lashing out. Now that demon done took hold. So you lash out on the highways, you lash out on all types of other different things, and that's not good for the brothers, you know? Go ahead.
Got another one for you. James chapter 4, verse 9. Excuse me. James chapter 5, verse 9. Grudge not one against another, brethren, lest ye be condemned.
Mm-hmm. So you're not supposed to be grudging, man. That's not what this thing is about. You know, lest you be condemned. Not supposed to be doing that, man. Like I say, we all in this thing together. That's what we all in this for, man. All in all, hey, look, like I say, starting with the Apostle Hall on down, man. Like I say, we got the doctrine. The Lord has blessed us with the truth. And that's what we here to teach, man. Order has been set up. And then you have the word that teaches us how to handle every situation. That way, you don't have animosity. That way, it ain't just building up in you. Now, if you just don't want to listen to anybody, or if you just have this spirit of doing whatever you want to do, or you hanging on to something that happened 5 years back, and then when you get into an argument, now you bringing up something that happened 5 years ago. Like, man, are you serious? Like, you holding on to that? And you will notice everybody looking at you kind of funny because you done did that and you mad at everybody else, but you can't have animosity, you know? All right, go ahead.
I'm going to read for you again. James chapter 4.
And
what?
After that, you get John 13:35.
Kind. We gotta have something else too.
Oh, okay.
So it's like James chapter 4, verse 10 down to 11. Humble yourselves in the sight of the Lord, and he shall lift you up. Speak not evil one of another, brethren. He that speaketh evil of his brother and judgeth his brother speaketh evil of the law and judgeth the law.
Mm-hmm. So that's not something that you want to be a part of. That animosity. If you notice these guys, like these, especially these guys who got kicked out, mainly guys who are outside of Great Millstone. You notice when shit start getting tight, you start noticing what's going on with these guys and why they outside of Great Millstone. It's because they're holding on to some type of animosity. You realize when you go back in their history, or you really find out what went on with them, you find out that they done been at odds with somebody, and then you find out, well, maybe y'all could talk. You're like, nah, I don't really want to even go around that dude. You're still holding on to it. Hey, I don't really fuck with that nigga like that. Hey, the Lord gonna bring you to light. And it's like, man, you serious right now? Like, why are you holding on? Just do the work then, man. Just do the work. Why are you holding on? Like Avenger, all them got tried and refined. Well, what Nazariah say? He said, y'all turn on us for some old niggas y'all don't even know.
Yeah, what they said.
That's what it said, man. Had this thing right here where they grudging and going crazy to the point to where they changed the doctrine, to the point to where all this stuff happens, man. It's not a good look. And that's why the spirit gets away from them guys, just because of that scripture. It say, hold not that grudge lest you be condemned, and humble yourself, man. And the Lord will lift you up.
Y'all looking for another scripture, but it basically say, if you do not forgive men their trespasses, neither will your heavenly Father forgive you of your trespasses.
Mm-hmm.
You know, that's why we say in the Lord's Prayer, you know, forgive us our debts as we forgive our debtors.
Mm-hmm.
You know, that's how you're gonna be forgiven. You know, based off of you forgiving brothers and based off of charity. You know.
Yeah. But if you had that spirit of, fuck that dude, man, fuck that nigga. Hey, when the judgment come down on you from the Lord, that's between you and the Lord now, man. You know? But the scriptures are telling you not to have that mind frame, man. And like I say, if you look at the example of all these guys that got kicked out, man, you see that animosity. They got a boiling hatred towards brothers, man. And you know, they got this complex about them when it comes to another brother, it just irks them. If you bring up maybe a certain brother or a certain, it just, it's like a bad taste in their mouth. How is that of the Lord, man? That spirit is not of the Lord, man. So this lesson just pretty much, hey, brothers and us brothers, hey, we in this together, and you're not supposed to have animosity towards the next man. You're not supposed to be taking shit real personal, man. You know?
Yeah, that's all I got.
All right, we can end it with John 13. You know, and we'll end it with this scripture, you know?
St. John chapter 13 and verse 35. By this shall all men know that ye are my disciples if ye have love one to another.
Mm-hmm. So that's how you're gonna be able to pinpoint men of the Lord to men who ain't men of the Lord. Guys who not men of the Lord, they're not gonna be brotherly. They're not gonna consider the brotherhood and what's happening. They're not gonna do any of this. They're gonna be on their own. They're gonna be like, I do what I want to do. You know, Jake get Hollywood Hulk Hogan on you. I don't give a fuck. 23-inch pythons. You know, they're just like, man, all right, chill out, bro. Chill out. And no, you can't get that spirit. That's a demon. That's a demon that has pent up animosity that you've been keeping in this whole time. So now it's coming out all out of season. Next thing you know, you on the highways teaching. You don't know if you the elect. You going all hard, and it's like everybody's like looking, and even the brothers who be watching, they kind of looking like, okay, what are you talking about? That didn't come from just to edify the body. Like, who is he talking to?
Yeah, that ain't the doctrine. That's some personal stuff going on.
Yeah, there's a vendetta going on here.
Yep.
You know, a picture popped up in your head of somebody or a group of people when you did that, because you have animosity. That's why this lesson is entitled that, animosity. There's no place in the faith for it. All right, because this is the Lord's program, man. We all laborers in this vineyard, okay, and we all blessed with the doctrine. So that definitely goes for us brothers in Great Millstone, man. Okay, and like I say, that's how you gonna know who the Lord's disciples are, man, by the love that they have towards the brethren. Okay? Shalom, Akim. Lord willing, y'all bros were edified, man. Shalom.
Shalom.